How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal, and today we'll be talking about an oddity. Firstly, it's one of 2 unlicensed Zapper games made for the NES, and it's the first title made by easily one of the most infamous of unlicensed game makers for the NES, Color Dreams. This game is from 1989, and it's got one of the cringiest premises of a video game ever. Today, we'll be talking about Baby Boomer. Now, Baby Boomer was made by one guy, Jim Muir. Muir, M-E-U-E-R. And was released in 1989. In this game, you play as the, anonymous protector of Boomer, who gets away from his mom and just crawls about the game world, different environments, just oblivious to everything. What you have to do is protect Boomer from the assorted enemies in the game environment, shoot parts of the environment to make bridges form over pitfalls, and make sure that Boomer has enough milk. And I can't wrap my brain around dude chasing around a baby doing basically a sniper escort mission for a baby. It's weird and it feels not so okay to me. First level's a park. Second level, you end up in a cemetery. Boomer ends up in a cemetery. When you get to the end of the cemetery, you take an elevator to hell. Boomer has to crawl through hell. A baby crawling through hell. You get to the end of that level, take another elevator. This time, Boomer ends up in heaven. Boomer crawls through heaven, ends up in a mine. And it proceeds like that until Boomer eventually makes it to his mom. And turns out this isn't his mom. The lady calls him Hubert. That ain't Boomer, that's Hubert. But that ain't Hubert, that's Boomer. And then we get the credits. You get a teaser for basically a cliffhanger. Where's Boomer's mom? What adventures does Boomer get into next? Find out in Baby Boomer 2. There was no Baby Boomer 2. Thankfully. Because this game, for whatever weird charm it has, it's not good, and we should not have been subjected to this. I will say it's interesting that you could play 2 players. One player uses the zapper, other player uses a controller and moves the little crosshair at the bottom of the screen to shoot stuff as well, which probably makes the game easier. I just don't understand. This game isn't good, and the idea of chasing around a baby and protecting it with a gun and shooting stuff and swift and blind and I guess it's not so bad because there are no, I guess, shooting cats and sentient bouncing missiles and stuff like that makes this not as bad, but it also makes it a little bit worse. I don't know. This game ain't good. Strangely enough, though, well, not strangely enough, we know how collectors are. This is an unlicensed game, and it was the first game by Color Dreams, so it's rare. This game goes for about $70, $80 and up. So only if you're trying to get a complete set, including unlicensed games, would I even recommend you spending your money on a physical copy of this game. It's not a good video game. It's easily one of the worst zapper light gun games, any type of light gun that I've ever played. And I played Chiller. Chiller was bad. And this is even worse. Actually, this is even worse than Gumshoe. Gumshoe ain't great. But yeah, this has been the 8-Bit Animal. We've made it through the first month of the Year of the Animal. Thank you for coming on this trip with me. And I will catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, Bandai, that box art lied.